What's up, you guys? It's your favorite couple. I'm Tristan Wright.
And I'm Nicole Wright.
You know, tonight we're going to be talking about prioritizing sex.
Ooh. Is it okay to schedule sex?
Right. So, you know, you try to figure out these things. You try to how to, you know, go throughout your day, be like, hey, is it that time? You know what I'm saying? You know, we got an hour. You know what I'm saying? In between what we doing. You know, the kids just went down for their nap, you know? So you got this is a great video to share, to, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, go there and hit the subscribe button, comment below, hit the notification bell, so every time we hit put up a video, you all get it.
Right.
So our first answer to that is yes. Please prioritize and schedule it, because you may prioritize sex, but you may not be able to be in a position to do it all the time. So it's sometimes you may just have to put it on the calendar, be like, hey, this day at this time is going down. Or on your lunch break, or, you know what I'm saying, you might have some free time on your lunch break. You might be able to shoot off for a while, you know what I'm saying? Come into the house, or you know, meet up somewhere. You just never know.
You just never know.
So, you may just have to do those things in order to put that spice back into the relationship, you know, because sometimes it can dwindle down. It may not go out, but it may get almost close. You might have to put a little extra coal on, or extra log on that fire to get it back blazed up. You know what I'm saying? So you just may want to have to do those things. You never want to let it go all the way out.
Right. You got to keep that fire burning. Like, no matter what you have to do. And it doesn't always, and I'm going to be very adult-ish on this video, okay? So if you watching it and you got some kids in the room, you might want to put them out, okay? So remove. In prioritizing sex or scheduling it, I think scheduling sex is like the last straw. That's just what I think. I think in prioritizing sex, if you keep it in the forefront as a priority, you never have to schedule it. If you make it conscious, if you are aware in your relationship that, hey, sex is something that we need. Sex is that opportunity to connect. It is a deeper connection. It is it's a place of ecstasy. It is an ordained place by God. If you if you are doing it with someone you love, like, we have been together a long time, okay? And, you know, sex has always been our thing.
Through the roof, you know.
We've always had good love.
That. You know, your boy over here, you know, I don't like to brag, but, you know, I'm going to let her do that.
Whatever. But that is because we understood that sex is a priority. You have to spend that intimate one-on-one time with each other. And it don't always have to be penetration.
True.
Sometimes you can just do little things for each other that pleases one another, that you all agree on, okay, to get your person to the place that they need to be. So, it doesn't always have to be bedroom. Like he said, you can be driving in the car and just take your hand and put it over there and have a little playtime.
Right.
Because we're making an effort to always keep our sex life in the forefront.
And in prioritizing everything like that, it's sometimes you have to schedule it because sometimes your schedules may conflict. But in that's where the prioritization comes in. You see, you are putting, so to speak, your work before your mate. You're putting your job or what you got to do before. I know some jobs are very hectic on scheduling,
right?
And you got to get stuff done now by this time. You got to in a crunch. Those times are exceptions, but you can still have a time set aside, or if it's in the in the forefront, like she said, then you will always try to have a way to make sure that gets done, so that can get done. You know what I'm saying? It's not always an excuse to say, well, I work, or I'm tired, or things like that, because if it's important to you, you will make time for it. That's the thing that people always say. I see it all the time on social media. It's like, if this person if they really wanted to be with you, they'll make time, because we make time for those things that we want. So if you want to have sex, whether you male or female, if you really want it, you will make time for that person. There's no excuse saying that you have to work, saying that you got too much work to do. You'll cut off, you can be like, all right, I'm gonna go and do this for a little bit, then I go handle my business, then I come back to that. You know, you can, it's a way of moving around. You may have to stay up a little later, so you may,
That's
you know
what
what I'm saying?
I was just about to say. That's shower time.
Yeah.
It's a lock on that bathroom door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go in and do, like, you make time for what is important to you. And sex should be important in your marriage, because it is like one of the #1 reasons people get divorced. Marriage, I mean, what is it? Money, sex, and communication. Okay? So,
it's very important.
It's very important.
You might want to check that. And a lot of times it's the withholding, and then sometimes it be that, you know, the prioritization with sex. Some people, the reason why it's like that in the marriage is because some people withhold and do all those types, but that's a whole nother video. But today we're just talking about prioritizing. So you have to have that as, and if you do like a list of things, but like what's most important in your relationship, if you were to go through that list, I guarantee you within the top 5, male or female, sex is in that top.
If you're being honest.
If you're being honest, in that top 5. It's because you want to feel loved, you want to feel that compassion, you want to feel that companionship. You want to feel those things in your relationship. So when you're not, so that has to be very high on your list. It's got to be, it may not be #1, it may not be #2, but it's in your top 5 that you want to feel that type of connection with somebody. And you want to have that connection for a long time. So it's not like it's going to be number 65 on my list, or that ain't even important. That ain't even what I'm looking for, intelligence and all. No, just be honest.
I mean, it's good to have intelligence, but
no. I know it's what I'm saying. That I get that, but like I said, like, it's in your top 5. It's not, you know, a whole lot of stuff that's not above having sex. You know what I'm saying? So that should, like I said, prioritizing that in that aspect, you know, if you were to list it out, you know it's in there.
Right. And, you know, you can come up with different things and different ways to get those things in. Like he and I, we go and sit out on the porch. And sometimes those porch sittings lead to other things. Like you have to set yourselves up to have that time with one another. And it's not just about, the sex is good. That's not, you know what I'm saying? But it's about that oneness time, because it's so magnetic, y'all. Like if y'all done had some good sex, okay? After that, you know, y'all cuddle or whatever. A lot of us do it at night. Some of us do it in the daytime, you know. But it's all day long from that moment. You really can't keep your hands off each other, or you really can't stop looking at each other, or you really, because you've intertwined with each other. Y'all spent that time and connected with each other. So it's always a magnetic pull drawing you to, the more you do it, the more you gonna wanna do it.
Yeah, like she was saying, even with sitting the prioritizing time, set aside, that block of time set aside for you all to sit and talk. Like we have, like, you know, just sitting, chilling out on the front porch.
Even in our room, our kids know. Once we go in that room and that door is closed and locked, that's mommy and daddy time. Like you have to set up those boundaries in your house, because it's a priority for you all to feed off each other, to spend time with each other, to let your children see you loving on each other, especially in this generation that we have. Like it's such a loveless, like, it's horrible. We'll talk about that another episode. But it's good for your children to see a healthy relationship, and sex is healthy. Sex is a part of life.
You burn some calories too, if you're doing it right.
That's why we look so young.
Yeah. But you just wanted to let you know that.
And they might, like our kids, they see us kissing, like y'all always flirting. Y'all always kissing each other. But I'm guaranteeing you, those are nuggets that's being locked in their mind on what is expected when they get in a relationship. How you treat your spouse, how you love on your spouse. Whatever you learned growing up, that's what you passed on. So we want to pass on better ways to our children, because mama and them hid sex from us. Mama them here, and I'm not saying we let our children
see what we doing
doing
or know it all the time, but
know what's going on. But we're talking about the love part of it,
right. the affection,
the passion,
right.
the oneness that we have with one another. It's very important. It is a priority in your marriage.
Yeah. So, set aside that time, set aside that block.
Right.
Make sure you all sit down and talk about it. Make sure that you all are on one accord in what you are trying to do, what you are trying to accomplish with one another.
Right.
Because if you're not on one, like if you always have the one that's always just trying to go, then you're gonna be burnt out. You're gonna be like, look, I'm tired of you bothering me. Let's go on ahead and do it. No,
it becomes a chore.
It becomes a chore.
Yeah,
so you have to be on one accord and scheduling and prioritizing, and knowing each other wants and things like that.
Have those conversations. What you like, and don't be so shy about it.
Right.
Don't be, you with this person. You have chose to be with this person. If y'all living together or whatever the situation, you've chosen to be there.
Right.
So don't be shy about what you like. And I mean, if it's too much for them, allow them the opportunity to say, hey, babe, I don't really think I'm into that. And be okay with that. Mm-hmm. Be okay with them.
And don't be trying to go get it from nowhere else.
Right.
They don't like it. You know what I'm
saying? If it's a deal breaker for you, have that conversation.
Early.
It's early. Hey, I don't really like when you do that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we need to figure out another way of doing it, or figure out if this is really what we need to be doing, because in marriage, you're gonna need different things. You're going to want different things.
Right.
As you grow, everything that you grow in, sex being included, you grow.
Right.
You do different things, and be open to that.
Yeah.
Be open to that. A lot of women be upset about men looking at porn, but it's a lot of stuff that the women doing that these wives ain't doing. And,
or at least trying to do.
And I don't want to be ugly, about that, but have the open communication. Be willing to try things. And if you don't like it after that, then have that discussion and y'all can be okay, but communicate.
That's it.
It's very important.
Communication is the key. So, with that being said, we hope that you all enjoyed this video. Mm-hmm. We hope that you all got something out of this video, and we hope we made you laugh, in the process of you learning, and we hope that we're engaging to you and you love us. So if you love us, like the video, share the video, send it to them in email, in any kind of way, text message or whatever. Make sure that they get that. Make sure that they understand it. Make sure that they hear what's going on. What you was about to say?
No, you were talking about the text messaging. I was just going back to what we were talking about. Text messaging.
Oh.
That's very important in a relationship. If you want to work in prioritizing that sex, if you want to get that motor running, send some dirty text messages.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We say it, but we still okay. We still love each other.
Because we talking to each other. We ain't talking to nobody, husband or wife. We talking to each other. So if you see something that is just gonna make your wife go, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. You setting that thing up, boy. Set that thing up.
Right.
Women too.
Right.
Men like to be enticed.
Yes, we do.
Men like to be drawn on and talk about how sexy they are. Send them some dirty stuff too. Keep it open. If you keep that open, that's that line of communication. If you have it open, so many things are possible. So much growth is possible.
Right. So with that being said, we love you all and come on back. And we love to see you the next time we're on here. Peace out.
Peace out.